Come to my private desert island. Got my practical things. But you know, I've been thinking about it. And what I really need are my 3 favorite Truth Treatment skincare products. What's a girl to do without these? Trying to look 10 years younger, 20 years younger, you need the right skincare. And after being in this industry for decades, I've tried them all. And I absolutely love Truth Treatment Skincare. It has everything you need and nothing you don't. No chemicals, no binding agents, only the efficacious ingredients that are actually being able to absorb into your skin to give you radiant, glowing, youthful, supple skin. I can't live without.
We use nutrition in these cosmetic vehicles. What if we turned our cosmetic creams, lotions, serums that everybody knows how to use in their department store into what were in essence nutritional supplements that could be applied topically to the skin? And I began to create topical multivitamin, mineral, fatty acid, and amino acid formulations, creams and lotions and serums, etc., to dispense to my patients to help accelerate the healing of their broken skin, wounded skin, traumatized skin, sick skin, or even just ordinarily hyperpigmented or aging or dry skin. And boom, boom, bingo. The results were amazing. When people got...
And I wanted to introduce Ben Fuchs. He's a licensed pharmacist as well as a licensed nutritionist, and he's the creator of Truth Treatment Skincare line, which is my very favorite line. I've been talking about it lately, and I want to educate people on, there's four products that we've really talked about, maybe that core 4 if someone is just starting, where they might begin. But first, I wanted you to just share the unique background that you bring to this and how you started as more the pharmaceutical approach and dealing with burns and cuts and post-surgical healing. And then as you kept continuing to grow the product line, how this crossed over into really looking at how do we supplement the skin just like we supplement the body. And I love your explanation about that. So if you could just share the quick overview of that, then I'd like to talk about these products.
Sure. So I am a pharmacist, but I specialize in dermatology. I have a training in dermatology pharmacy with a very famous skincare formulator. When I was in pharmacy school, when I graduated pharmacy school, I started a compounding pharmacy. Long story short, there were a few little stops in between, but the end result was a compounding pharmacy. That's a pharmacy where the pharmacist makes the medicine rather than just dispensing the medicine. And typically compounding pharmacists will make medicine like using orphan drugs or strange doses or hormone replacement therapy or things that patients can't get from an ordinary pharmaceutical supplier. The pharmacist will actually compound the medicine. Well, I compound for the skin because my specialty is dermatology. So in my dermatology pharmacy, I was confronted with patients who had burns or post-surgical traumas, or a garage door fell on their head, or they fell off their bike, or babies who hit the edge of a table, and I mean all these, and skin diseases, even just plain old dry or hyperpigmented skin. I had patients who would come in with all of these problems, and I was confronted with a dilemma. I had to create topical formulations that had a format that consumers were comfortable using, serums, creams, lotions, etc. But that product, that prescription had to have a medicinal healing property. There's no drugs that can heal the skin, period, end of story. It's not in the realm of pharmaceuticals to heal anything. Pharmaceuticals simply suppress symptoms. In terms of the skin, it suppresses immunity, or it suppresses the inflammatory response, etc. But I couldn't play that game. I couldn't play the game of just suppressing, pharmaceutically suppressing symptoms. I had to really create strategies that healed the skin. Now, I was a nutritionist. My background was in nutrition. I studied nutrition in pharmacy school. I also took some extra courses in nutrition. I was also an athlete using nutrition. So my aha experience was, what if we use nutrition in these cosmetic vehicles? What if we turn our lotions, serums that everybody knows how to use in their department store into what were in essence nutritional supplements that could be applied topically to the skin? And I began to create topical multivitamin, mineral, fatty acid, and amino acid formulations, creams and lotions and serums, etc., to dispense to my patients to help accelerate the healing of their broken skin, wounded skin, traumatized skin, sick skin, or even just ordinarily hyperpigmented or aging or dry skin. And boom, boom, bingo. the results were amazing. When people got their prescription topicals, which were, as I say, in essence, topical nutritional supplements, and they came back for their refills, their skin was not only healed, but it was more beautiful. And I realized that the same topical strategies that were accelerating the healing of broken, burnt, or damaged, or traumatized, or sick skin was also beautifying the skin. Because these formulations were not drugs, even though they were being dispensed on a prescription, they were topical nutritional supplements, it allowed me to turn these prescription products into over-the-counter products that my patients could use throughout the year. Not only when they had a burn, but just when they wanted their skin to be more beautiful. And that was the birth of Truth Skin Health and Truth Treatments that you talked about and that you're using yourself.
Well, and you know, not only, well, our skin is our biggest organ and it absorbs everything transdermally. A lot of people have become more and more concerned about the ingredients in their skincare products. As you know, Suzanne Summers had her natural line. There's more natural lines out, and I was doing some of that with the Yucca app. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Just Yucca. Looking at, is it Yucca? Thank you.
I think I call it Yucca.
Yeah, and you know, I think the vitamin C was the one that first really jumped out at me, because I know how important vitamin C is, and to have it in the right, you know, form. Delivery.
And the form, the molecule's the same. You know, there's vitamin C and there's vitamin C. Not all vitamin C's are created equally. Most of the vitamin C products that people use are the cheap form, which is very unstable. It breaks down right in the bottle. You can actually see it turning brown right in the bottle, meaning it oxidizes and breaks down. You can you can't put it on a burn or a cut or scrape because it's acidic and it will irritate. A lot of people can't even use it because it's so irritating. And because it's water soluble, it doesn't penetrate very effectively through the skin surface. So what I decided to do was use a specialized molecule, a specialized form of vitamin C that had a fatty attachment to the ascorbic acid molecule, which number one, stabilized it, so it never turns brown and never oxidizes. Number two,
which I've seen a lot of the other ones do that. I've seen
yes, it right in the bottle, sometimes right off the shelf. You know, you buy a 10%, it says 10%, you don't know if it's 10%.
Put them in the brown bottles.
Yeah, I want you to see, but it still crusts up on the top and you can still see it. Meaning you might have purchased a 10%, but it was 10% when it was made. By the time you're buying it, it might be 2%. By the time you're using it, it might be 1%, not to mention you're putting an oxidized product in your skin, which will accelerate your skin aging. The second thing that this fatty molecule does is very uncool, yes. In fact, the entire skincare business is uncool in a lot of ways, and that's why I really felt the need to come out with the truth. The second benefit to this fatty molecule is it's very soothing to the skin. It's softening to the skin. You can put it right on cuts. In fact, I use it right on my skin after I shave. I used to get really red, irritated skin after I shave. When you use transdermal C serum or transdermal C balm with this fatty vitamin C, it calms the skin down. Ascorbic acid, the ordinary vitamin C, won't do that. And number three, because it's fatty, it does penetrate effectively through the skin surface, through the stratum corneum. So this fat-soluble form of vitamin C is a completely different molecule. And for folks who think they've used vitamin C and they haven't gotten the results they want, or it's irritating, or it turns brown in the bottle, our Truth Transdermal C Serum solves all of those problems. You can use vitamin C. You can use it as much as you want. Even the most sensitive skins can use it, and it never turns brown, so you know what you're getting. You're getting what you pay for.
Well, between that and the biomineral
biomimetic mineral mist, yes.
Say that again.
Biomimetic, meaning, and that's a very important word, by the way, Kelly, my goal was to mimic molecules that were already in the skin. This allows us to get potency without toxicity and potency without allergenicity, because all the molecules in a Truth treatment formulation are already in your skin or analogous to something that's in your skin. So your skin is like, welcome home. And so this word biomimetic is very important. What it means is we're mimicking biology. And contrary to the word natural, which is kind of a gibberish word, because everything is natural, nothing's natural, cow manure is natural, and arsenic is natural. You're not going to necessarily rub cow manure in your face because it's natural. On the other hand,
I don't know, it depends on who they advertise it with, right?
Maybe, I suppose. Everybody's got their thing, you know. But in any case, most people aren't going to want to do that. Biomimetic means you're putting your skin on your skin, essentially. We're mimicking the skin. The biomimetic mineral mist contains, of course, plant-derived minerals, which minerals are already in your skin. It's got some high hyaluronic acid, which, of course, high hyaluronic acid is already in your skin. In fact, all of the ingredients in biomimetic mineral mist are just that, biomimetic. They mimic the skin's natural chemistry and the ingredients that are already in the skin. Now, the minerals, the plant-derived minerals that are in the biomimetic mineral mist are a signature ingredient that I absolutely love and I feel is under-leveraged in the skincare business. Number one, these plant-derived ionic minerals, these biomimetic minerals, are electrical. So they support the electrical milieu. They literally drive electrons into the skin through the stratum corneum. That's number one. They enhance and sustain bioelectricity, and at the end of the day, it's bioelectricity that makes us healthy. Chemistry just carries the bioelectricity. So this is a fundamental way to deliver electricity to the skin, electrons to the skin, not to shock the skin. You're not going to feel there's any kind of shock, but it's going to support the natural electrical milieu of the tissue. Secondly, the plant-derived minerals, they're called fulvic minerals, are actually nutritional. They actually get into the skin and into the skin cell and support it from a nutritional standpoint. Copper and magnesium and zinc and selenium and sulfur and really 80 different plant-derived ionic minerals are in this product, so you're nutritionally feeding the skin. And I'm all about nutrition, as we just talked about. And then number three, and maybe most importantly, these minerals support oxygenation, they support hydration. These ionic minerals create a more hydrating solution. So the liquid in the biomimetic mineral mist is more hydrating because of the minerals that are in the solution. They're also more oxygenating, so they're going to deliver oxygen as well. On top of that, the ionic minerals are an antioxidant, so they deliver oxygen, plus they provide antioxidant properties. And in my opinion, one of the most important features of the Truth Biomimetic Mineral Mist and the ionic minerals that are in the solution, they support transdermal delivery. They're carriers. So they not only enhance the movement of other active ingredients that you use with your biomimetic mineral mist, i.e. Truth Transdermal C Serum, Truth Transdermal C Balm, Truth Retinol Gels, whatever you're using, they not only enhance the penetration through the stratum corneum, but even into the skin cell itself. Ionic minerals
Which brings me back to this smarter skin cells, smarter skin.
You have smarter formulation and smarter formulation.
You know, like this is so important for the staff to feel like they're educating clients about the science, not just selling skincare, especially when you're in a medical environment. The biggest complaint I hear when it comes to retail sales is, well, is there really any science behind it? Because medical professionals need that science and they need to be able to
science.
So the reason why I wanted us to touch on the science, even though that might be a little deep for some people that are on here, is I want them to realize that when you're able to scan something and see that with only 3 ingredients, they're the active ingredients, they're completely safe for use, and the efficacy is so strong. But when I say that, it's not in a way that's going to cause any redness or reaction. So for me, using retinol, even like way back in the Obagi transformation and the hydroquinones and the retinols, we know there's certain things that we don't want to put on our skin, but we want a result. What I was most fascinated about with the 1% retinol serum was how soothing, and I didn't have to work up to it. Like it was very easily. I've known I needed to use more retinols and vitamin A. I've tried a lot of them over the years, and some of them are so intense, or maybe it's the wrong kind of retinol, I don't know, but getting that really almost like flakiness and chapping around my mouth and my nose, and then I can't stick to it if I'm gonna be peeling and doing all that. It's just has not been easy for me to stick to. So between the vitamin C and the mineral mist and the retinol, those 3 things together, if someone's just looking to get started and to try something, obviously part of why I wanted to release this video this week is you guys have such a great opening order. You have a great deal right now for your Black Friday sales and so forth. And so if people are thinking that they might want to dabble and try some of these products, the ones that I feel so strongly about are the ones that we're talking about today. Now, the line is a lot broader. There's endless amounts of products to talk about. We know we love the hyaluronic honey cleanser. We know that there's other parts to this that make sense. But if you're really just thinking, let me check this out, with these 3 items, doing the transdermal C and the mineral mist and the 1% retinol serum, you're going to see a definite change, a definite result. And it doesn't really matter whether you have sensitive skin, rosacea, other sensitivities, because you were mentioning, as a compounding pharmacist, the way you put these things together, it's safe for even the most sensitive skins, right?
It's designed to be used on delicate skin types who ordinarily could not use these kinds of products. And that's specifically the retinol and the vitamin C. And you're right, those to me are the 3 most therapeutic products, or retinol 1% serum, our retinol 1% serum, our Truth Transdermal C serum, and our biomimetic mineral mist. You'll notice results like hydrated, softer, more colorful, brighter skin, healthier looking skin within 1 or 2 days. Retinol 1% serum is safe for even the most delicate skin types. It's made with fullerenes, which have an antioxidant benefits, and a big, huge dose of fat-soluble vitamin C. The net effect of the entire formulation is synergy between the vitamin C and the retinol, between the retinol, the vitamin C, and the biomimetic mineral mist, or the ionic minerals. All of it works.
I love that mist too, because number one, the price point is very reasonable for the quality of these ingredients. I mean, it's great. And then to use a couple squirts of the mist and then just a few drops of the product to get the coverage, because I can totally get the coverage I need by doing just those couple drops, you know, right, and being able to make it do hands, face, chest, neck, and, you know, like I can get it everywhere I need to, and then layer the next product. So definitely I started getting a lot of compliments on my skin after I started using it, but it just feels so good too. I mean, there was none of the transformation or the flakiness or the other thing through in the other lines. So I really was very excited about that part of it. And that's why I wanted to share with, you know, our followers that if you want a smart line that's backed with science, that has an amazing story, and your providers, your nurses, your doctors can get behind it because there's science and they can sink their teeth into it, and they don't have to share all of it, you know, with certain, their analytical buyers might want to get deep into it, right? But just them knowing that the efficacy is there, the safety is there, the results, and that it such a little bit goes a long way, that really checks all the boxes that I hear all the time on why facilities struggle with retail. And retail is very important because it's kind of like, you don't go to the dentist twice a year and just get a cleaning. You floss and brush your teeth daily, at least the ones you'd like to keep. So this at-home care is critical, and if they're putting things on that are actually doing the opposite, and we've talked about, we're not going to put any names out there of any lines, but people can scan their own products and see how healthy they are. Some of them are doing the exact opposite of what we need, and so that people can't feel good about making those recommendations. And we need this skincare to help people heal from the bit of treatments that are creating some controlled damage, some wounding with RF microneedling, things like that, right? Resurfacing, we need to heal that skin back up and stimulate it. But knowing that you can do that without the irritation, that's a very new, or not new, there's just not very many options that I've seen that can do that and kind of ensure their results and speed up their healing and give them something to continue to create even more results, because that's really what the goal of medical grade skincare is.
Well, you said some really important things there. First of all, yes, this is a health issue. This is not just beauty. Beauty follows health. And we're all these products are going to be dispensed by healthcare professionals. I'm a healthcare professional. I'm focusing on the health of the tissue, but as it turns out, health equals beauty. You can fake beauty, you can try to fake beauty or simulate beauty, but I say, why simulate it when you can stimulate it? You can make the skin more healthy so it is more beautiful. And then you said something else interesting. You can feel good about dispensing or using the products because you're really doing something good and kind to your skin. you're feeding your skin. You're giving your skin the basic nutrients that it needs, whether it's the aminos or the minerals or the retinol or the fat-soluble vitamins or the fullerenes, etc. You're actually doing something kind to your skin so you psychologically feel good. And then the third thing you mentioned was also very important, and that is you only need 1 or 2 drops. Because I took the water out, because I took the silicone out, because I took the vegetable oil and the waxes and the preservatives and all the things that don't do anything for your skin, we created a concentrated formula that is 100% active and functional and works topically like a medication, in the sense that you only need 1 pill, and you take 1 pill 3 times a day when you need your amoxicillin and you have a cold. You don't swallow all 30 pills. It creates a more medicinal way of applying the product. You use 1 or 2 drops of Truth Transdermal Serum. You blend it in with 1 or 2 sprays of your Biomimetic Mineral Mist, or maybe 1 drop of retinol 1% gel, and you get the same kind of effects, or actually way better effects, than slathering a whole bunch of product on your skin, and you don't have to force your skin to confront ingredients it doesn't want or doesn't need. Nothing your skin doesn't want or doesn't need. That's exactly what Truth Skin Health is. Everything your skin needs and nothing it doesn't.
That is perfect. Well, I am having all kinds of technical issues today. I don't know why, but hey, I'm in, I'm out, we don't know. I love this skincare line. I like it because it's a smart line. It's backed by science. I love that there's very few ingredients. I feel like it doesn't, there's as much depth of training as staff wants to get. They can get as deep into the science as they'd like, or they can stay really simple with the catalyst of the mist and being able to really make this product last, long lasting, without irritation and substantial results. So